So hi all and welcome back to Nina Camus. Right, oh shoot, straight into a fight. Okay, never mind. We'll deal with the fight first.
負けないよ。
So, as I was saying before, I got so rudely interrupted. We're going to move down before we get slammed again. So we need to just get over the bridge. So, hiya and all welcome back to Nina Camus, the Wrath of the White Witch. I think we'll just call it the Witch. So, this channel, I said in the first one, but I'm going to say in the next couple of things. So this channel is an extension of Offbeat Reheat. Offbeat Reheat, I'm going to be taking... the thing is there's some of these games I really want to play of these JRPGs, and on here it's going to be basically the old classic. It isn't going to be RPG Maker JRPGs, it's going to be the proper JRPGs. And I didn't really want them on the main channel because the main channel is more geared towards, well, you check it out, you'll see. But the thing is it's not kid friendly, the main channel. But forgetting that, we're only here to deal with Nina Camus. So Nina Camus is one of the two that I will be doing from the beginning, and it will take a while to go up. This one's well over 100 hours, but fair dues, yeah. Oh, Nickers, there's something I forgot to tell you. What's that, Mr. Drippy? Here in my world, you can use R to change your viewpoint. Okay, nice. If you're having difficulty or any trouble with the controls, go to the settings in the main menu and you can fiddle. You can switch vibration on and off there as well, ain't it? Speaking personally, I have it on. A rumble ain't a rumble without a bit of a rumble, isn't it? Now, I know there's a lot to take in, Ollie boy, but I'm sure you'll get used to it. I guess. So, what he's on about is this here. So in the settings you've got in here, you can just change like the rotation and things, this and all that, so which isn't a problem. Yes, your bottomless bag, there's other things to open up, and this is your wizard's companion. Now, there is loads to read in here. I mean, seriously, there is loads to read in here. So you got like the wizard's pledge, the alphabet. The alphabet is going to become very relevant later on. This is a semi-blind playthrough. I played number 2 fully, but we're not starting with 2. So if we look in one of these, so in here, it's going to give you lists and lists and lists and lists. So if you want to spend your time reading through the entire almanac, it's quite so. If you can actually see, it will give you exactly what beast is, what they're weak against, what the type of damage they do, etc. And exactly the same through everything on here. So you've got the alchemy up here, chapter 1 magic, so you've got the magic, so you've got the magic books, yep, but you can't get them until you learn them. So they will not pop up, the spells and runes won't pop up. But enough of that, let's just go on and do this.
Ah. どうやら門番は抜け殻人になっとるようやな。
抜け殻人。前にも言ってたやつだね。
せや、抜け殻人っちゅうのは心の一部を奪われた者たちのことや。心の一部を失うと人としての本来の機能を果たさんようになる。
誰に奪われたの？
決まっとるやろ、ジャボーにや。ジャボーは自分に歯向かう者とか自分にとって危険な者たちを次々抜け殻人にして戦う力を奪っていったんや。
でもこのままじゃゴロネール王国に入れないよ。
So time, you better cure him, Mally boy, ain't it? So I did it the wrong way. It's time to mend your first ever broken heart. Mend it? But how do I do that? Well, you just can't do it yet. There are a couple of things we need at first. I just still can't figure out what voice I'm going to give him. But I know, old man. We just got to do what's needed. Proper useful I am, ain't I? An old man? What old man? Oh, what do you mean? What old man? The old man, ain't it? Lives in the wood to the north of here. Proper and deep and deeply dark, isn't it? That's what they call the deep, dark woods. Makes sense, I guess. So we need to go to the deep and darker woods. So we're going to try to mend this broken heart. So here we go. So we've got the main map. This isn't all of it. This is just bits of it. This is just the starting area, and then we'll get in the big main world. And the world is big. Unlike the second one, the second one is really complicated to do. So this is why I'm starting with this one for you, and then we'll eventually get to the other one. As you go, my advice would be is because once you go into these type of things, your breaks in and things like that, it's just to go out and play and level up, and just level up, attack everything that comes by, and if you want to get your levels up, seriously, you do want to get your levels up. So this is a white dinosaurus. See, your health isn't that big, so you have to be very careful. So the rhinoceros is, oh shit, a double tag. Excuse me, I want that one first. So what we need to do basically... Don't seem to be getting the green orbs, which is strange. Sorry. Yeah, no green orbs. It seems to be a wee bit strange. There we go. Yeah, so it's either way. We'll go this way. Oh god, sneezels! I had the sneezels. What is our health at? 31. Should be fine. Problem is it can be a bit on the slow side for the what the hell? Sorry, that wasn't a good game. I should watch my language. Yes, because this game, this one is for any age. So, oh, sugar dishes. I think sugar dishes would probably work better, wouldn't it? Sugar dishes. So let's have a look at our bottomless bag. So we got provisions of soft bright bread. We just got a cake from somewhere. So a treat, a pipe and hot with crust of the senses. Blah blah blah. So is anyone's appetite accuracy increase? It's not for us. Okay. Booster shots. Herbs are manually increased to increase potency efficiency, which we don't have. And these are our outfits. And we've got familiar ticket that can be exchanged for gold mites. Gold mites. That can exchange for a golden dragoon. And I can't remember these. And that's our fairy suits. Basic suits. That's our wands and everything. So we need a better wand as it is. So yeah, I can't remember a lot of the game. Never let attack from behind.
よーし頑張ろう
Ah, Tenga. What? Increases our health by 5, attack by 1, which is minimal at the moment. It'll be better once we get our better gear sets, and so... Right, here we go. The deeper, darker. Well, look at that, it's a waystone. Ain't that useful? A waystone? Oh yeah, oh yeah. These are ancient stones, you see. You can see them to restore a record of your adventures so far. In wild places like forests and so on, you just can't plonk yourself on the nearest rock and write your own story down. But why not? Why not? Well, he says, giving me strength because they're crawling with horrible beasties, ain't it? They are. That sounds kind of scary. You'll get used to it. Just remember, you can't go recording your progress any old where. Allow me to explain. I still can't figure out what voice I'm going to do for this bloody thing. Yep. So, let me also explain. Allow me to explain a little more. You touch a warstone, and your health and magic power will be fully restored. Not bad. What should we go for? And not at all. These little beauties also let you save your progress. A traveler's best friend they are. Which is why you should stop at every firestone to sit and make good use of it. Better safe than sorry, ain't it? Sure, Mr. Drippy. Good, tidy. So that's what I like to hear. Let's hope you're as good as your word. Right on. Next up, the old man of the woods. So, it's your lucky day to be able to use these one day. Okay. That gives us a buff up. The HP extinguish, would you like to save progress? Yes. We'll do that as a secondary slot. Okay, and away we go. So, the mini-map doesn't come up, but we need to get to the old man is... Well, I won't tell you what the old man is. We'll leave that as a surprise. Yep. I want to go down here. Okay, you won't let me go down there.
Matte, Shizuku.
なんだお前たちは。
何これ。
これが古の木や。久しぶりでんな旦那。
雫か。わしに何の用だ。
いや一の国から客人が来ましてね。ほんでもって旦那にいろいろとお力を貸していただきたいと。
お前はいつも困った時にだけやってくる。まったく調子のいいやつだ。
すんません、旦那にはいつも感謝してます。
しかしその子は
長老もお気づきになられましたか。
透き通った心の持ち主か。透き通った心は闇を打ち払う。雫、まさかお前。
はい、俺たちジャボーと戦いますわ。
なんと相変わらずバカなやつじゃ。よかろう、力を貸してやろう。しかしその前にその子のイマージェンをどうにかせねばならんな。
お、せや、確かに忘れるとこでした。旦那もこう言われてることやし、ちょっと早いけどお前にイマージェンの出し方を教えといたるわ。
イマージェン。
せや、イマージェンや。この二の国では自分の心を実体化させて戦士にすることができるんや。それがイマージェンというわけや。ここからの道のりではもっと強いモンスターが出てくる。せやからお前のイマージェンにも手伝ってもらおうっちゅうことやな。
僕にできるかな。
できるもできんもない。やるんや。おかん助けんのやろ。
あ、うん。
ほなええか、マジックマスターを開いてここでイマージェンの魔法を使ってみ。
But Mr. Drippy, there's no spell name form familiar here. You what? The boy is correct. Look at the wizard's companion. It would seem that this is missing more than a few of its pages. Really? Knickers. So does that mean I have to cast the spell? Ho ho, I'm not as powerless as all that, young man. Oliver, was it? Well, let me see. Form familiar. Ah, yes. A gift from me to you, young Oliver. We received the form familiar spell. Thank you very much, old Father Oak. But simply possessing the page for a particular spell is no guarantee that you'll be able to make use of it. Some spells are simple, not mental for certain wizards, such as Lars. Don't worry about that now. Just give form familiar a go, will you? Sure thing, Mr. Drippy. So form familiar. Summons a fourth of familiar from the caster's heart to fight beside them.
これは
なかなか筋がええぞ。これがお前の心の戦士イマージェン。
心の戦士。
そうや、お前の心の強さが実体化して戦士の姿になったんや。
これで本当に戦えるの？
おう、
見て。なんだよこいつ。
はあ、お前の心が強なったらこいつも強なってくるんや。
So this is a familiar, huh? And he'll be coming with us? Indeed he will, Ollie boy. The more the merrier, ain't it? Here, you better give the little fellow a name, huh? We'll leave that as it is. Ollie, we can't let you set off into the world with only that withering wand in your hand. Let me give you some spells to aid you in your battle. The first is restoring of Carnation, as known as the Healing Touch. Yes! Yay, Healing Touch. Tidy. Ah, yes, tidy. The most useful spells is the one for wandering adventurers. Cuts, bruises and sprains and gashes, all gone in a jiffy. With a healing touch. Gee, you can make it sound like I'm going to get hurt an awful lot, Mr. Drippy. Next, I give you the gift of the Blazing Inferno Fireball. Shoots like a fire. Shoots a little fire of a ball of fire. That one does. Plant-based beasties flipping hate fire. Even old Terrorfaces here is kinda scared of Fireball. Drippy. How dare you? You would never aim such a spell at me, would you, boy? Golly, of course not, old Father Oak. So, we received the Fireball spell? The Fireball spell, it will do us a world of good. Yes. Right. Now, you can push any time to open up your spells menu. Okay. While a spell like a Healing Touch can be used at any time, Fireball is meant primarily for use in battle. That said, the most unexpected of spells can provide incomparable useful at the right circumstances. Novel problems call for novel solutions after all. If you find yourself at something or loss, I recommend you go through your magical repertoire. You never know which spell might save the day. Okay. So we can now use the spells menu.
なんや？
え？
くそ、また来たんや。早速戦うで、オリバ
これどうするの？
ー。戦いのイメージを頭に思い浮かべるんや。そしたらそいつも戦ってくれる。
わかった。戦いをイメージ。やってみる。
There we go. So we've got a teeny bopper.
よし、頑張ろう。
Right here, little boy. It's time to learn about fighting with familiars. First off, you've got to pick who's going to fight out of you and your little friend. We've got to go into the trouble of making him, so you might as well best have a go. Select him, will you? Okay, we'll select him. Okay, now, Tidy, let's send him into the fray, shall we? Oh yeah, so he's only level 1, he should be higher than that. See that circle on the top left there? That is your familiar stamina gauge. Okay. What that does is shows you how much longer he can fight, you see? The longer you keep him up on the go, the shorter his stamina gauge will get. When it's empty, that means the poor lad's so tired he can't fight anymore. Tragica. So before that happens, you have to call him back so you can for a little bit of rest like. And there's also something else about the familiar you should know. See this little mark here by that side? If you remember the first video I said you were going to learn about these. So it's showing you all the signs on all the whole lot. Yeah. That's the elemental. It's a sort of a star sign, except these are four of them. Sun, moon, star, planet. Unlike the star signs, different types get on better if you can use them to help you in battle. Let's now talk about tricks. They're proper powerful abilities, a bit like one of your spells. But just like spells, these cost MP to use. You can see the cost written next to them. Can I? Oh yes, because it's hidden. It's below the thing. Never mind. There we go. But what you got to remember is that you and your familiar share MP and HP. Oh crap. Okay. So if a familiar uses a trick or takes a big hit, it is your MP or HP that suffer. Crikey, this is a long old lesson now. Right, let's finish with the top tip, shall we? Your familiar stamina is always going down, so you need to swap him with him regularly. Okay. You can do that any time by pushing L button. Now, to stop talking before I put us both to sleep, yeah, I think you better do. It's your turn to swing your super, your supper. Go, boys. Shouldn't be too. I shouldn't have to swap him out, to be honest. Mitty has reached level 2. Yippee-ki-yay. So, now you know how to fight with familiar, ain't it, Ollie boy? To be true contender, you need to learn when to let your familiar loose and when to take control yourself. I'll do my best, Mr. Drippy. Oh, and when you're not fighting, the little fella can be found easy in the creature's cage. In the creature's cage, you can shower your faithful familiars with delicious treats. That's where the apple pie comes in. So there are kinds of treats you can choose from. Some will improve their abilities, and some others can even teach new tricks. It's tidy, isn't it? It's tidy, it's tidy. Feed the little blighters enough of what they fancy, and the bonds of familiarity between you will grow, meaning you can boost their abilities even more. Careful not to stuff them too full of sweeties, though. You only end up getting full up. Adoration in moderation. That's the key. It's probably a lot to getting your head around, but just remember that the creature cage is where you look after your familiars, and take it from there, ain't it? The creature cage. Got it. I promise to look after him real well, Mr. Drippy. So. Oh, I almost forgot. We have something he wanted to ask you, your trunkiness. There's a guard down in Ding Dong Dell, and he's broken-hearted. See? Broken-hearted, you say? Shadar's evil spreads still further, so you'll be needing... That will be your okie shoot. As a quick you are. You still have got it, ain't ya? Oh ho ho, patience, young Drippy, of course I have. Let me see now. I know it's here somewhere. Crikey, you've gone and lost it, haven't you? Lost it? The incidents. I'll put it away for safety among my upper branches. It's just a little tangled up there, that's all. Oh, well, I'll seek it out. I have a favour to ask of you. What? I didn't mention. We're in flippin' hurry, didn't I? Whoa! We haven't got time to go. Mr. Drippy, we should help old Father Oak. He gave us his spells, didn't he? Ah, very refreshing to meet such a responsible, honest young man. Alright. I've got the flipping message. Go on. What does Genie need us to do? Well, there's a guardian of the woods, you see. The guardian, ain't it? What's up with the old fella? I'm afraid he's become rather unruly of late, and he's neglecting his duties. Well, that's not good, is it? Well, we'd better go sort him out then, eh? The Guardian. Sounds kind of tough. Too right he is. He's very strong, than your average beastie. But you've got a familiar on your side now, you'll be fine. And besides, you're going to make down Shadar. You can come back out at a bit of a Guardian bash jet. Okay, I can do it. Oh, how very kind of you. The Guardian can be found in the deepest part of the woods, beyond the Whispering Waterfalls. I wish you luck. First spells, now familiars, now turning into a proper wizard, ain't you, Ollie Bolly? I guess I am, huh? Now, why don't we take a closer look at your new mate, huh? How do I do that, Mr. Drippy? It's a piece of cake. Now listen up. So, if you look at the main menu, you'll see friends and familiars. This is where you'll find all sorts of details about you and your familiar abilities. It looks like a bit complicated, and there are fair few options kicking about in there. So to be fair, but you'll soon get the hang of it. Now, you're still new to this wizardry like, so there's a limit to what you can do, ain't it? But keep fighting monsters and eventually you'll get stronger. We call that leveling up, see? You'll probably make some new mates before long, and all be sure to take a closer look at them, like I showed you, yeah? Yep, got it, Mr. Drippy. Right. So we'll leave that there, because that's all the way down there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the top end, and save, and then we'll carry on down further in. So, and we'll have a look at, just before we go, because that's further into the woods. We want to make sure we save, and it's easier to save up here and make sure. I'm not going out the woods. No, I'm not. So we'll leave that there. So that was all farther out, and we can do everything else at the same time here. So, so thanks all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, put a like on the video, and I will see you in the next episode. Until then, tidy byes for.